Every muscle in her body was coiled tight like a spring. You could see the tension in her shoulders and in her jaw. Her eyes looked almost desperate because she hadn't slept in days. She looked at me pleadingly and said, "I have to learn to relax. Can you help me?" Fortunately, I could. My name is William Wood, and since 2008, I've been helping thousands of clients all over the world learn the art of relaxation. And what I'd like to share with you today are proven, simple techniques that you can immediately start to apply to relax, to find calm, and to find peace in your life once again. These are skills that have helped me out, and I originally went out looking for these skills because I'm naturally wound up kind of tight. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I move fast. I think fast, and my mind would sometimes race at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And I found that by using the 3 skills that I'm going to be teaching you later today, I have literally been able to find peace and calm and relaxation in my own life. The woman who came in to see me, who was coiled tight like a spring, she was quickly able to unwind, relax. 60 days later, she came back into my office. Her shoulders literally had dropped almost 2 full inches. She was sitting up straighter. Her eyes looked rested and calm. And she said, "Thank you for teaching me these techniques." So why would you want to learn the art of relaxation? I can think of several reasons right off the top of my head. The other day I was having a conversation with a physician. He was telling me that almost every chronic condition that he treats is made better by stress management. Now, I can't promise you that reducing your stress and living a life of peace is going to improve your medical condition. You'll have to ask your doctor what kind of impact it'll have. I was just floored by the scope of the statement that he made. Now, the other reason that you may want to learn the art of relaxation is because it'll help you get a better night's sleep. 30% of people in the United States of America over the age of 30 have a difficult time sleeping. One of the reasons why they report having a difficult time sleeping is because they lay in bed and their mind is racing and they can't turn it off. Now, I believe that learning to change the mind like that, going from a naturally or habitually racing mind to a naturally calm mind, isn't something that you're necessarily going to do overnight. The skills that I'm going to be teaching are skills that if you apply them every single day for the next 30, 60, 90 days, you're going to find a progressive impact on your natural ability to relax. In fact, some of the most interesting research that's coming out of the neuroscience field is the data that shows that the brain has the ability to change shape. Now, this is good news and bad news. When I was a kid, they used to tell me that the brain was in a fixed condition after you were in your early 20s, that the brain grew and then it was like locked into place and it couldn't really change. Today's research shows us that the brain is capable of making amazing, almost miraculous changes out until we leave this sphere and move into the next life. What that means is that you can, either for good or for ill, do things that cause your brain to be more or less healthy. One of the things that consistently shows in the research that will help you have a healthier brain is exercise. After exercise, there are certain cognitive exercises, that means mind exercises, that you can do that can help you have a healthier brain. As it turns out, one of the most powerful things that any of us can do on a daily basis after we do some cardiovascular exercise is we can spend time learning the art and the skill of relaxation. The research shows that The cumulative effects, especially of relaxation over a long period of time, are absolutely astounding. That your ability to regulate emotion, your ability to relax, your ability to fall asleep, all improve with practice. As little as 5 minutes a day, over 30 days, and almost all of my clients begin to notice that things are different. I remember a few years back, I had a gentleman come in to learn how to relax, and I taught him some of the same simple exercises that I'm going to be teaching you here on this CD. He started practicing with the very first technique that I'll be teaching you here in just a minute, a technique that utilizes the breath to create relaxation. And he committed to do this technique every day for 15 to 20 minutes. And he found that he was able to bring a substantial amount of calm into his life just through his breath. Now, what I didn't know is that he also didn't like confined spaces. Whenever he flew, he needed to fly on the aisle seat. As long as he was in the aisle seat, he'd be fine. But if he ever got a window seat by some happenstance or accident, he would start to freak out a little bit. Well, sure enough, he was on a plane and there was a mix-up after he'd been practicing these techniques for about 90 days. And after just a short moment of panic, when he thought, oh no, what's going to happen here? He remembered his breath. And he brought his attention back down to his breath. And he started to rhythmically breathe in and breathe out. He said it was almost like magic. The thought kept on coming up in his head, I should be freaking out right now. But he just returned his attention back down to his breath and continued to breathe. And he found that during that 2-hour flight, even though he was at the window where he had had problems in the past, he was able to use this technique to calm his body and calm his mind. So I'm going to be teaching you a total of 3 techniques on today's audio. Each one of these techniques can be a technique in and of itself, but they can also be used as part of a larger plan to be able to relax the body and the mind. I look at peace and peaceful living as a skill to be learned. And these 3 skills are not the only tools, they're not the only techniques, but they're 3 techniques that provide predictable results. So let's go ahead and take a dive into the tools for just a few minutes. The mind wanders. It's what the mind does. I used to think that there were a few people out there that could hold an unbroken chain of thought for hours and hours at a time. Turns out that's probably not true. There was some research done, and they were studying how long the average person could hold a single thought. Most people in the study could not concentrate in an unbroken way without having some outside thought or some momentary awareness grab their attention for more than 12 to 14 seconds. What that means is that in any kind of relaxation technique, one of the things that we're going to be dealing with on almost a constant basis is a wandering mind, a mind that's chasing a new thought, a mind that's chasing some shiny object, a mind that suddenly starts to race. One of the most common complaints that I'll have from clients that are trying to learn to relax, especially if they're unpracticed, is that I couldn't get my mind to completely shut down. Let me just pause for a minute and say this. It is highly unlikely that in your first go-around of relaxation, of implementing a relaxation technique like the ones we're going to be practicing here in a minute, that your mind is going to be completely blank, an empty slate. I practice meditation on a regular basis, And one of my meditation teachers has been meditating for more than 20 years. I remember asking him one day, how long can you go meditating with no thoughts in your mind? He looked at me, he smiled, and he said, sometimes I can go a while without having a thought, but that took me many years to cultivate. However, even today, after 20 years of meditating an average of 1 hour every single day, most of the time, my mind is commenting on everything that I'm experiencing. Now, I was shocked. I thought that surely a 20-year meditator would have a mind like the empty cathedral, where you drop a pin and the sound resonates across a vast and hollow space. Not, however, the experience of almost anybody. It is true that some people do manage to quiet their mind to the point where their thoughts quiet or even wither away. But the vast majority of us are going to struggle with a mind that runs and comments. If even the mind of a 20-year meditator is constantly commenting and running while he is practicing his stillness and relaxation techniques, it's probably going to happen to us too. And so, one of the attitudes that then becomes critical to employ as we're practicing any of these relaxation techniques, the ones we're going to get to here in just a minute, is the attitude of compassion and gentleness. Let me dispel any rumors. Your mind will wander. You will get distracted. You will be thinking about things that have nothing to do with the guided meditation that we'll be doing here shortly. That's normal. Anytime you find your attention wandering, with gentleness and compassion, bring your mind back into the present moment, into the words that you're hearing and the experience that you're having. Even if in a 25-minute period of time, you have to reorient your attention or redirect your attention back into the present moment, back into the words that I'm saying, back into the experience that you're having inside of your body, you're doing it absolutely correctly. More often than not, the true power in practicing these techniques is the discipline of refocusing, is the discipline of gently bringing the awareness into the present moment one more time. And the more you do that, the more power of the mind you develop and the more presence of being you hold, until everyone who's around you can feel that there's something different about you. So let's go ahead and dive into these first 3 techniques that we're going to be sharing today. These next few tracks are more hands-on. That means you're going to want to find a comfortable and relaxing place where you can easily close your eyes and put your attention inward. That means that if you're driving a car or you're flying a plane, you might want to wait until later tonight when you can comfortably close your eyes and relax while you're listening to my voice. So if you can't do that, make sure you hit the pause button. But if you're in a place that's appropriate for that, just go ahead and find some comfortable position. We're going to start to practice now with the techniques that are going to help you reclaim your relaxation. So I'm assuming now that you're in a comfortable place where it's safe and appropriate to close your eyes and to do your first relaxation experiment. So when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and begin to draw your attention to the breath. And with every breath in and breath out, simply allow your awareness to focus, to center on your breathing in and out. Every breath that you take, allow your body to slow down as you breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Now notice that within the breath itself, that there are different types of awareness that can emerge. For example, you can pay attention to the feeling of the breath at the nostril. Feeling the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out. Now bring your awareness into your chest and feel the rising and the falling of the chest with every breath. Remembering that if your awareness wanders, you can bring it back with gentleness into the breath. Noticing the rise and the fall of the chest. Now bring your awareness down to the belly, noticing any movement in the belly as you gently move the breath in and out of the body. Now bring your awareness to the pause after an out-breath, noticing that as you exhale, there's a momentary pause before the breath turns back into an inhale. So as you inhale and exhale, let the breath gently move out and then pause. And when there's that sensation of needing to breathe, just gently breathe in, breathe out, and pause, bringing all of your awareness into the space in between breaths. Now go ahead and bring your awareness and attention back to the outside world, opening your eyes slowly and gently, refocusing your awareness and attention on the here and now. Sometimes it helps to wiggle fingers or wiggle toes or maybe stretch just a little bit as you fully and completely bring your awareness back into the present moment. It is possible to deeply relax the body by using the awareness of the mind. Go ahead and begin this exercise by closing your eyes. Point all of the attention and awareness that you have into the lids of the eyes and invite the eyelids to relax. Now imagine the other muscles that attach to the eyeball itself, and invite those muscles to become still and quiet with relaxation. Now draw your awareness into the muscles of the jaw. And allow the jaw to deeply and profoundly relax. Invite relaxation from the tip of your tongue all the way to the back of your mouth, down into the root of the tongue, allowing the tongue to relax. Now let your shoulders relax, allowing them to drop. First, imagining the right arm relaxing all the way down to the tips of the fingers. allowing the arm to become loose and limp and relax for these next few minutes. Inviting in a complete sense of peace and stillness. Now draw your attention and awareness to the other arm. And as you move your awareness down the arm, allow the arm to relax profoundly and deeply. Every muscle, every nerve, every cell, relaxing all the way down. Now relaxing the chest and the stomach. Inviting a perfect sense of stillness into those muscles. As you relax even more deeply. Now invite the back to relax. Imagining every vertebra from the neck down to the tailbone, relaxing one by one, all the way down to the tailbone. Bring your awareness to the right leg and send a wave of relaxation all the way down to the toes. Allowing a profound stillness to work its way all the way through the right leg. Now focus in on the left leg. And invite the left leg to relax from the hip down through the knee and down to the toes. Every nerve, every tendon, every cell relaxing, releasing, and unwinding. Now scan your body from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, seeing if you can double the relaxation that's in the physical body. Relaxing twice as deep, all the way down. And notice that you can use the mind to profoundly relax the body. Go ahead and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes just a little bit, or to open up your eyes, to gently bring your awareness back to the present moment, back into the now. Allowing yourself, as you come back, to bring with you this deep sense of relaxation. And also bringing back with you the knowledge that by systematically pointing the attention to one area of the body and then to the next, that you can quickly and easily, even deeply, allow your body to relax. The next relaxation technique uses the imagination to relax the mind. And as the mind relaxes, then relaxing the body. Go ahead and open your eyes, if they're not already, and look at the room around you. For the next 15 seconds, just soak in as many details of your surroundings as you can. Allowing yourself to see everything that's there in your surroundings. Now close your eyes and think about what it was that you just saw. And notice that just as you have an eye, the mind has an eye as well. And allow yourself to see your surroundings with the eye of the mind. Noticing the colors, the shapes, and perhaps even becoming aware of how they are different than what you just observed with the eye. Now, while your eyes are still closed, reach out with your hearing and hear what is in your surroundings. And just notice that you can reach out and expand your hearing out in the distance. And then turn your hearing inward as you allow yourself to hear with the inner ear. Perhaps imagining some of the sounds that you just heard. And noticing that you have the capability of hearing with the ear of the mind. Now feel where there's contact against your skin. If you're sitting or laying down, you may notice the contact of what's against your back. Or there may be some other area of skin that's touching another part of the body, or perhaps something else, and just become aware of anywhere on the body where there's feeling contact. And then draw your attention inward and notice that you can also feel with the mind. Think about some familiar sensation or awareness. Something pleasant as you allow yourself to feel with the mind in your imagination. Now bring your awareness back to the inner eye, the eye of the mind. And think about someone who you love deeply. And allow an image to form in the eye of the mind. And while you look at that image, allow yourself to feel the feelings of love as you imagine your heart opening. Now tune in to the inner ear. And imagine a sound that opens up your heart and relaxes the mind and the body. Allowing this sound to arise from within the inner ear. And as you hear that wonderful sound, invite your body to feel the feelings that are appropriate for that sound. Now imagine a pleasant, relaxing feeling. Something that you enjoy and causes you to feel wonderful, peaceful, or relaxed. And imagine that sensation. Remembering what it felt like, where the sensations began in the body. And then remembering how they spread in a way that caused you to feel wonderful, even marvelous inside. Now finally, imagine a beautiful and peaceful place. A familiar place where you can feel a wonderful, peaceful rest. And as you imagine that place, see the colors and the shapes, perhaps the people, that allow that to be a familiar and peaceful place. Hear the sounds that make that place peaceful, relaxing, and still. And notice the feelings that you feel in that place. The sensations of stillness, peace, and calm. bring that sense of stillness and allow it to spread throughout the entire body, to the crown of the head and down to the tips of the toes. And once that's done, gently and peacefully open your eyes and bring your awareness fully back into the present moment. Fully back into the now. With a deep realization that the imagination can produce a type of mental calm and stillness that you can carry with you throughout the day. So when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes, open up your eyes, and come back to the present moment, coming back fully to the now. In just a moment, the final track of this audio is going to play. The track is about 25 minutes long and is a recording that's designed to combine all three of the techniques that we've been practicing today. Relaxing with the breath, relaxing the body with a progressive relaxation of the muscles, and finally relaxing the mind with the imagination. I'm assuming that one of the main reasons that people are listening to this final recording is to rest the body and mind directly before bed. And so there is no hard ending to this particular recording, meaning if you want to reorient and bring your awareness and attention back to the room after the recording is done, I'm going to recommend that you set an alarm. Otherwise, simply allow yourself to drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep as you listen to the next 24, 25 minutes of audio. And make sure that before you listen to this audio, like with the other tracks, that you're taking time to find a comfortable and relaxing place, a place where you can spend at least the next 24 minutes with your eyes closed, safely resting and relaxing the body. Now, we're just scratching the surface with the possibilities for learning how to relax. So if you still need more help learning how to rest and relax the mind, feel free to reach out to the office. You can reach me at 801-203-3405. That's my office number. Or you can reach out via email, william@northernutahhypnosis.com. And I'd love to schedule a short appointment, 15 or 20 minutes, to make sure that there's a good fit between what I have to offer and what it is that you need. So with that in mind, go ahead and when you're ready, find that comfortable position, close your eyes, and prepare for just under 25 minutes of pleasant and restorative relaxation. Make sure you're in a comfortable place. A place where your body can be fully supported and rested. It may be wise to ensure that it's safe to close your eyes in this place, and that you have the next few minutes fully focused, fully aware, ready to listen to my voice, knowing that I'll be guiding you through certain skills, and every time you replay this track, that you'll gain a little bit more ability, a little bit more skill. It will become easier to follow along, to quiet your thoughts and quiet your emotions. Go ahead and close your eyes. And start by bringing your awareness down into your breath and your breathing. With every breath in and every breath out, simply allow your body to begin to relax a little bit more. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, allow yourself to become fully centered in this present moment. Now draw your attention to your eyes. And the muscles around your eyes. Invite your eyes to relax. Now, allowing the muscles behind the eye that attach to the eyeball also to relax, finding a perfect stillness of rest and relaxation in the eyes. There's a nerve that sits right behind the eye, the optic nerve, and it travels down deep into the brain. Imagine a wave of relaxation traveling down deep inside the mind, feeling the entire mind relax. Now, go ahead and relax the muscles of the jaw. Allowing the upper and lower jaw to open up just a little bit. Your mouth may open as you invite in a deep sense of rest and relaxation. Into the jaw. inviting the tongue to relax and allowing the tongue to relax from the tip all the way down to the root in the back of the mouth. Resting, relaxing, becoming still and quiet. Now draw your attention to your shoulders and allow the shoulders to rest and relax and to become still. Now send a wonderful wave of relaxation from the shoulders all the way down, down, down to the tips of the fingers. Feeling every muscle, every nerve completely and totally relax. Now draw your attention to your spine, starting with the base of the neck. And then invite each vertebra, one by one, to rest, to relax, and to become still. One vertebra relaxing at a time, until you feel a wonderful sense of rest and relaxation reach the very tip of the tailbone. Resting, relaxing, unwinding. Letting go. Now drawing your attention to your chest and allowing a wonderful wave of relaxation to move from the chest down into the abdomen.